What's up? What's good, yo? Who's in here? Talk. Be all bored like I am at work. Say something. We can talk about anything that lightens your viewpoint other than politics. No politics allowed. If you want to talk about 1980 porno movies, we can. You want to talk about 1980 horror films and all the boob scenes and why today's horror films don't have the classic camping boob scene. I think we can figure that out. In most horror films, the actors are supposed to be teenagers and they're showing nudity. I don't think they thought that through very well back then because I can name a handful of popular 80s horror films with nudity where the characters are teenagers. Ain't that kind of creepy when you go back and think about it? Like the very first Friday the 13th, they are counselors, so they may be over 18, but I know for a fact Nightmare on Elm Street part one and three, the characters were all in high school. So the odds of them all being over 18 is slim. Wes Craven, you pervert. Or what about Sleepaway Camp part two and three? The characters are supposed to be teenagers at camp, and there's a lot of boob shots in those films. Another perverted director. Let's see, what about Sorority House Massacre 1, 2, and 3? Slumber Party Massacre 1, 2, and 3? They're all high school kids. Oh, maybe not sorority, but Slumber Party because when she calls her boyfriend over, he's the star of the football team. Or what about Halloween Part 1? Judith Myers was in high school. They showed her getting it on, opening scene. And then the scene where the dude with the glasses and the girl who goes down to the fridge and comes back with the sheet on his head, but it's Michael. They're both in high school, probably under 18, and her boobs are out the whole time. Curves everywhere. We never thought that when we were teenagers ourselves coming up in the 80s or 90s. But now at 39, looking back, I can't believe they got away with flashing boobs of women under 18 in horror films. Wow. Imagine what else was going on now that all this stuff's coming to light about Holly Weird. I can only imagine. What are some more 80s classics with a lot of boob shots? Oh, Revenge of the Nerds 1. Nope, they're in college when the girls are changing in the sorority house. That director, he's okay and safe. Oh, what else do I don't know. Can't think anymore. Was there any boobs in Howard the Duck? Teen Wolf? I know Fast Times at Ridgemont High had boob scenes. No way those actors were supposed to be 18. What a weird topic. Why are we talking about this topic? Let's move on. That topic was weird. No one's in here. Cool. What about the animals around the world walking in complete circles, both clockwise and counterclockwise? And it's not just one species, it's multiple species: birds, ants, sheep, dogs. What do you people think's causing that? Polar shift? Maybe 5G is a little too powerful. They finally boosted it up, and the animals are sensing something, but it's definitely not a hoax because there's hundreds of videos out of all kinds of different animals walking in complete circles for 24 hours nonstop. It's kind of strange. I don't understand why it's not getting the attention it deserves. Everyone just shoves things like that under the rug as long as their sports are on, or as long as the new reality shows coming out, or as long as their favorite YouTube star made his podcast. All those distractions in the entertainment business, they work. I gotta admit, whoever came up with using entertainment as a means of distracting humans from truthful, real events was a genius, because I say about 98% of the world's population is so indoctrinated and hypnotized by their tell lies vision. It's even telling you right there, TV, television, tell lies vision. The TV is feeding your brain lies, and your brain is absorbing these lies. So then when you hear something on a different news program or a TV show or from a friend, he's going to say, "Did you hear that?" And you're more than likely going to be like, "Yeah, I just seen it on the news. Ain't that crazy?" And little does everyone know that every news station from your local township all the way up to cities like LA, New York, get the identical 4 a.m. news script. And each news station, there's probably well over a million of them, are reading people in their viewing area the identical transcript. But that's not weird to people. That's another one. Just brush it under the rug. Brush it under. Why not? As long as my Jets are winning, as long as we have football, who cares about the important stuff? Oh, what are some more examples? Well, I don't really want to get. I'm not getting political, so I'm not even going to talk about certain things circulating in the news because it is tied to political things. But how many of you have went on the CDC website and looked up the VAERS report for yourself? It's not a conspiracy, it's there. Go to the CDC website and then for search, type in VAERS, and then it's going to come up with a box with a bunch of different criteria to pick from. And based on the criteria you pick, it's going to post a list. And in that list is going to be all the humans who had adverse reactions to something they were giving everyone the last couple of years. I don't know, quite frankly, what that was, but it's crazy how many people are on this adverse reaction list, especially those marked dead by cause unknown. That is kind of creepy, but no one just brush it under the rug because my hockey team's playing tonight. As long as we got sports, let's not worry about dead people under the rug. Well, one viewer, whoever you are, I gladly proud you listening. Hi, buddy. I'm just going off talking to myself about things that aren't important in our. Hey, Gary. I'm at work. I'm just bored. I was trying to get a good topic going with individuals who are likely sharing the same interest as myself, but it seems to be failing as I've been talking to myself for the last half hour. Now a few of y'all are piling in, but I was just trying to have a good middle of the day chat, non political, something everyone agrees on, so that there's no one who feels they are being targeted or upset with what the discussion is about and where it's going. I don't want any part of drama, even though drama sells. I'm not looking to move any of my real estate, aka the drama could stay right where it is. I like talking about important things, but even then it's hard because 98% of the world would rather talk about what they seen on the last America's Got Talent or whatever it's called, or who they think is going to win the next Dancing with the Stars. No one seems to be concerned about the animals around the world walking in complete circles, both clockwise and counterclockwise, various species at that. If it was just one species, it wouldn't seem as crazy. But there's like 15 different species of animals just walking in complete circles. And no one is really worried about it or even talking about it, which is weird to me because something dramatic is causing these animals to act in a strange, non uniformal way. They say we might be experiencing a polar shift. Maybe they're playing with the 5G. I don't know, but those animals just walking in circles for days on end is not normal, no matter what the news tells you. It's weird. And it's crazy that I don't see it being talked about enough at all. No one cares because they got their entertainment. They seek some form of escape from reality via entertainment, whether it's sports, music, movies. Everything's always an escape. No one ever wants to address the situations at hand. They always brush them under the rug and say, we'll get to it at another time. It's because they have fear. They fear the unknown. Why do people fear the unknown and pretend something that's happening isn't happening by distracting themselves with a phone or a television? Eventually, you're going to have to address that situation that you have been avoiding. Most of you won't be prepared because you've all been hiding from it, pushing it away. But when it comes back at you full force, don't say people didn't try to warn you or talk about it, because there's some of us talking about things. It's just not enough people seem to be interested. The things I like to talk about lack interest. And sadly, that's the same with the important things in this world. They lack interest from the civilians worldwide. They got their priorities completely backwards. It's not their fault. They were indoctrinated that way from birth. They were taught everything the wrong way purposely, misled their whole lives, so that when someone like me questions an event, you all say I'm a crazy nutcase, when in reality, I'm telling you the truth. I'm seeing what they're trying to hide from everyone, but they got everyone so brainwashed that it makes me look like the loony. That's the problem in this world. And if you try to speak out about it, you get demonized by media, friends, strangers, hypnotized zombies who fear talking about reality, real life shit. The simulation's going to end eventually, and you're going to be put to the test. Are you going to be thrown in the cycle of reincarnation, or are you going to pass on to the next dimension and join the others that are smart willed, who succeeded the mission we are put here to conquer? Or we can talk about reality TV and everyone will probably chime in. It's on y'all. Hey, Betty Warren, how are you? I don't know. I'm sorry I didn't look at the chat, but there's not enough people talking about it, but they definitely are walking in circles and it's weird. Yeah, look it up. What's that, Betty? What's the new rules in January? Oh, when I talk about drama, I don't mean any person. I'm just saying overall. I never judge an individual. I judge people as a whole. I haven't watched TV in 5 years, brother. I haven't gone live in forever. I've been focusing on my content. My channel's growing like crazy. I went from 430 subs to 720 in 2 months. My videos are getting anywhere from 150 to 1,000 views. It's crazy. I don't know. I guess once I deleted a lot of my truther videos, YouTube finally started pushing my channel. So in a way, I guess I sold out too, huh? Because what a coincidence. Now that all my truther conspiracy wink wink videos are deleted from my channel, I'm seeing a huge increase in subs, views, minutes, hours, content viewed. So I guess I'm no different than the rest of them. Now people can do what they want on YouTube. That's their own selves. Like I said, I don't judge people individually. I judge society as a whole. If people like doing what they do, let them do it. There's no reason to attack or disturb someone who's doing something that you disagree with. Don't it make more sense just to avoid the situation as a whole instead of addressing it with the person and starting a fight or drama. Just move on to someone else or somewhere else that has similar views and thoughts as yourself. And that way you won't find yourself involved in as much drama. All right. Carrie Ann, I might be resigning from this job soon if I keep winning in poker. I'm just gonna start playing poker professionally. I make good money, but life's too short to work your life away. I think I'm gonna become an entrepreneur, even if it has a chance to cause me to make less money or no money at all. I'm willing to take that gamble instead of my six-figure salary. I'd rather become an entrepreneur and play poker professionally. I got enough money to start. If I lose my bankroll, lose everything, and already resign, then I'll figure it out. But I'm getting old and life's not slowing down. I don't need to be waking up to an alarm clock every morning, driving the same route, checking in at the same door, doing the same routine for 8 to 10 hours, 6 days a week, month after month. That is not what life is about at all. So I'm making a big decision shortly. Hi, Moonchild. Sorry, it's hard for me to look at the chat on the cell phone if I miss you guys. But hello, chat. Thank you, Moonchild. If I resign from my job, I'll have a lot more time to seek different content criteria. I don't have the time now. I'm forced to only drive around in Detroit, but I would like to tour the entire state, the Upper Peninsula, maybe try to hit every one of the 11,000 plus lakes we have, make one video per lake. There's so many options out there if you free yourself from paid slavery. I'd rather throw away guaranteed good money and take a chance at becoming self-made. My channel's closing in on 1,000 subs. I'm at 720. My watch hours are at like 3,400. I know it's a long way away from making any kind of money on here, but that's just one option. There's thousands of ways to generate revenue and bring income in without having a traditional factory, warehouse, 9 to 5 kind of job. I'm more of a risk taker, a pioneer. I'll take what I have in my bankroll and put it all on red and see what happens. If it hits red and I become a successful entrepreneur, then I'll thank my blessings. If it hits black and I lose everything and I find myself homeless, struggling, then I'll still be thankful I took that chance. Without taking that chance, I'll never know. So I have to take it. I think I'm going to put in my notice. I'll work until March. I'll have to start training my cousin, which is the owner's son. He deserves the position anyhow. He's just about to graduate college. What a better gift than to present him with the CEO of his father's company. I'll pack my bags and hit the rusty Oregon Trail. You never know. I could become a multimillionaire, find success in multiple opportunities. I like to venture in real estate. I'm definitely going to continue playing poker. That's where most of my income's going to come from for the time being. I will no longer be sports betting because that is too risky and you're basically throwing away your money no matter how lucky you can be. Last summer, I made well over 60,000 sports betting. This summer, I probably lost 20K. It's too risky. Poker, on the other hand, you can control the outcome, not completely, but you have a much better chance at being successful playing poker than you do betting on sports. So maybe I'll start buying some cheap land or houses in Detroit and start rehabbing them. So now I got poker and then I got real estate to fall back on. If you own land, it's like owning gold. Buy land while it's cheap. land will always hold its value. So if I lose all my money in a big poker year where I just have terrible luck and keep running into bad cards on the river, you can't ask for that money back. But if you own property, you can always put it up for sale. It's always going to be part of your net worth. I worked with my neighbor for 15 years when I was about, well, no, from like 14 to 28. My neighbor was a builder and I was his laborer. So I learned how to do everything, but I don't know enough to get licensed. But I could save a lot of money on rehab and homes I purchased by doing the small things myself. I can do it all, but getting that builder's license is a tough feat. It's a real difficult test and process and something I'm not interested in. I'm just interested in gathering the cheapest property in the most likely areas that are going to grow. The Dexter Linwood area of Detroit is growing quickly. The houses are being bought up like crazy. If you drive through there or watch my video, you'll see so many houses being worked on. Those are those giant, big four family homes. They look like big old squares. Those homes are being bought up like crazy right now. The Dexter Linwood area is becoming gentrified, which I'm not a big fan of. But if people want to invest in property, that's something that has to come with it. I say in about 5 years, Dexter Linwood area will look similar to Corktown. And right now it's considered one of the most dangerous and blighted sections of the city, but it's changing fast. Yes, Carrie Ann, Michigan is a beautiful state. Thank you. I haven't yet, Carrie Ann. I got a big decision to make. I was just putting out there what I'm going through in my head. I got the devil and angel on both sides whispering what to do. So I've been under a lot of self related stress. It's not fun, but I'll God will lead me in the right direction. For those that don't believe in God, I'm sorry. I believe in the Almighty Creator. I'm just not into any religion. I stopped believing in religions when I watched the the priest or whatever, give a sermon thing, and then 3 hours later was texting my cousin trying to get some booty. I never looked at it the same way. I just listened to this guy preach about everything good and God, and then he's texting a married woman trying to get laid. Weird. Weird, I must say. Everybody's looking for the weekend. Everybody who's still here, 3 people. Type something so I know who's still here. So bored. Oh, we're down to 2 people. Yikos. Hi, Simple Truth. How long have you been watching or listening? Good to see you aboard. I'm just blabbering. I didn't expect many to be listening anyways. It's pretty much just me talking to myself, venting. And if anyone finds interest in it, they can stay and listen. Simple Truth is awesome. Man, my family care nasal relief is garbage. It does nothing for a stuffy nose. I like the Afrin drip better. And I bought like 5 of these freaking nasal relief sprays. I like the drip ones better. I got the most stuffy nose face ever. And it's deep between my eyes and my cheeks, and it pushes on my forehead, giving me the worst migraine ever. I just want to cry. I'm so full of vertigo and migraine. My ears keep popping back and forth. So when one is plugged, my equilibrium's off. I live like this. Ever since I hit my head when I was 23, I've had post concussion syndrome, is what all the neurologists say. They can't find nothing else. But there's something. It's gotten better over the years, but I do get flare ups. But my symptoms are light sensitivity, noise sensitivity, extreme vertigo, vice grip migraines, brain fog, derealization, depersonalization. I almost feel like I'm in a dream. I get crazy anxiety almost to the point where I'm disoriented into like I'm just a ghost. I'm so disoriented with what's going on. They give me some pills for my vertigo, and I take Klonopin for the migraines and the nerve problems. It helps. I say it's like a 2 normally. Right now, it's a flare up. It's probably like a 6. But I went like 8 years after it happened. It was like a 9 out of a 10. It was so bad. It was a concussion that didn't go away. But I was, when you type it in Google, there's forums, and there's a lot of people out there that have the same exact symptoms and issues as me, and they haven't found any diagnosis either. I guess it'll be with me the rest of my life. I just got to pray for the non flare up days, because right now feels like a sledgehammer is smashing my head from between my eyeballs. Ugh. I got a migraine on top of a frickin' what's that other kind of headache? When it's in a certain spot, it's right above my eyes. My sinuses are starting to clear up from the freaking nasal spray, but man, it's bad. I got the lights off in my office because I'll puke if LED artificial lights make me puke. I get such a bad migraine. I'll get so dizzy, I'll start vomiting everywhere. It's literally a concussion that never goes away. It's been over 16 years now, and I still haven't I've gotten better, but it still comes back. I don't know what triggers it. I know when it's going to come back, everything starts getting hazy. Like tail lights will be like a weird fluorescent red color, and then the red light, green light, yellow light will start looking real weird. That's when I know I'm about to have a flare up. I quit going to neurologists because they all say the same shit. I think I need to go to a chiropractor and try to have my atlas aligned because everything I read about my symptoms are the same symptoms of having a misaligned atlas at the bottom of where your spine and skull connect. I've never been to a chiropractor though. I should go because whenever I rub on the very top vertebrae, if I push on it, it sends weird nerve pulses through my head, like I got a brain tumor or something. Maybe I do have a brain tumor, even though every time they do a CAT scan or MRI of my head, they don't find nothing. But I'm severely nauseous right now with a fucking migraine around my eyeballs. I want to jump off a cliff. One doctor got close. I think might have something to do with my inner ear. I had bad ears as a kid. They were shoving tubes in my ears left and right when I was young. And vestibular migraines are when the inner ear is off and it will give you a migraine and it'll make you feel like you're on a boat out in the ocean on level floor, and that's exactly how I feel right now. I literally feel like I'm waving back and forth. Oh, and if I turn this light on, I'll start puking everywhere. It's so bad. And I'm an ex opiate addict, so I can't fucking take a handful of Percocet to fucking make it go away. So I gotta deal with it. Oh, oh, that hurt. Yeah, Carrie, and I get them every day. They're not. I'm catching up the comments right now. So hold on. I was listening to you talk about acquiring property. I'll tell you, start with reveal interest. Thank you, Simple Truth. That's what I'm seeing. Zyrtec, yeah, that's the allergy pill, right? Yeah, I get prescribed one of them, like Loratadine or something. I think it's called Laura. Loratadine or something. I can't pronounce it, but I get that it don't do shit. What's up, Tupac, man? Sorry I didn't see you. I wasn't reading the comments. What up, Terry? Simple Truth. What is that? I've never heard of it. Can you go explain further? Are all of my symptoms similar to that? Simple Truth. Good to see you, White Tupac, man. I haven't been live in a while. Yeah, I don't pay attention to them, Terry. That's your content, brother. Mine ain't allergies though. Mine's freaking I don't know what it is. It's just death. The tumors that were behind my cheekbones and my mastoid bone as a child probably came back. They were benign, but my freaking sinuses haven't been this bad in years. I sound like my nose is plugged, like I'm plugging it. Like, hi. Oh, I just had x-rays on my neck and everything. Everything came back fine. I don't get it. But shit, what is it? One of those, that I don't know what it is, but when you lay at the edge of your bed and then you let your head just dangle and it like realigns or resets something. When I do that, it helps. You got to lay at the edge of a table or bed and just let gravity take your head and let it dangle around, and then you pull like the top left and pull it in your chin into your chest both ways. After I do that, the migraine goes away for a half hour and then it comes back. But yeah, they say I got a real bad reverse neck curve, whatever that means. But my neck's so tight, it hasn't been cracked in like 10 years. It won't crack. I try to crack it just a little. When I push and pull on it, it feels like there's so much weight and stress trying to freaking release itself, but it just won't pop. It's like I'm stuck. My mom has ankylosing spondylitis real bad, and I tested positive for the BLA gene, but every time I get x-rays, they say they don't see it in me. But my mom didn't get diagnosed until her 40s, and she had it since she was 18. She took her x-rays to U of M, and they finally found out that she had spondylitis. She can't even move her neck to the left or right at all, and she's hunched over bad. Like her whole spine's fused. So I don't know if that's what's going on or something ain't normal with me to wake up to migraines and vertigo every day. Look, see, I just cleared my nose with the spray, and 5 minutes later, listen to this. It's clogged crazily. Oh, the pressure behind my eyeballs and cheeks. Where's that at? I'm all for frickin' those kind of treatments, non-Western medicine treatments. I just never went to any before. Ugh. Yeah, I done everything. Simple truth. The best thing I do is the neck one where you stand straight and like take your left arm and put it across your forehead, grab the back right half of your head, and pull your chin into your chest. for 15 seconds and then do it with the other side. And then you go down the middle. And it really, the migraine literally goes away for like a minute or two. Then it comes back. So weird. Yeah, when I pull like a 45, when I pull my head down at a 45-degree angle, I could feel my neck stretching big time, and then the migraine goes away, but then it comes back. It's so weird. And I got ringing in my ears too. How fun. I'm not trying to make this chat about me. Let's talk about whatever you all have interest in. Listen to this. Not to gross you guys out, but that is not normal, man. It's so bad. I just have it every day. All right, I'll stop. But that's just what I'm suffering from. Ugh. When I do the when I put the nose spray in, it just drips right back out my nostril. It's so fucking packed up in there. Yeah, I'm the I haven't. That's the only thing I haven't tried yet. It's a chiropractor, and I read about misaligned atlases, and it's a lot of the same symptoms I have. You know what that is, right? Simple truth that your atlas being misaligned. If you ever get time and remember, Google misaligned atlas. It's literally like a straight line going down and then a straight line going across, and it has to be directly lined up on the back of your neck. If it's off to the right or misaligned to the left, it can give you so much neurological problems. So that might be my last attempt at solving this. But the symptoms for a misaligned atlas is vertigo, nausea, dizziness, all of that, sensitivity to noise, light, um, nasal issues. I guess it's like it's the like the motor to your nervous system is the atlas. It's the tip of the spinal cord, and if it's misaligned, it can cause your whole body to be ill. Not just like pain and nerve, but like ill in other ways. That's what the atlas is so important for. I'm gonna look into it. No, no steamer. That would help for my. I might have one over my parents' house. Hold on. I'm so sorry to hear that, Simple. The bottom of my nose is so freaking raw from rubbing, and I'm ready to freaking jump into a bowl of acid. Ugh. 3 people in here. Sec, when's the last time you were in the city? Have you seen that Sarah girl lately? She tried calling me like a couple weeks ago from Facebook Messenger, but I was sleeping. I don't usually talk to her, so I wonder if it was important or not. Thank you, Simple. I appreciate your kindness. I'm not trying to complain like, oh, poor me at all. I'm just relating to y'all when I'm going through at this second. I don't expect to get uh, sympathy, but I definitely appreciate it. This, I'm about to go crazy, man. Now my freaking right ear keeps popping every time I try to sniff my dripping nose. My ear keeps popping. I'm a disaster. My mom said Sudafed too. I'm gonna pick some up. What does Sudafed do besides make meth? You're a weird guy, Secular. That's what makes you so interesting. I have no issues with the way you choose to go about your life. I think it's weird as ever, but weird is different and different is cool. You're an individual who leads a solo life. You don't follow the pack. You go out and do odd and non typical things and you enjoy it. And I'm happy that you enjoy doing such. Too many people criticize others and judge them for shit that's not nothing to do with their business. What others choose to do with their time in this world is no one's business but their own. Half the channels on here, though, wouldn't have an audience if they stuck to that code. Oh my god, this is bad news. Oh man. Hey yo. That's fine. I should be have no problem getting the real Sudafed. Thank you again, Simple Truth. Thanks for stopping in. The new king of Michigan Avenue. I got my pharmacist. My pharmacy's a cool place. I shouldn't have a problem getting Sudafed. Whoa! I can't wait to go home. 2 more hours. Those two pressure points on the side of your nose on your skull that when you rub in circles opens up your sinuses. When I do that, the freaking stuff just starts leaking out my nose like the rapids of a river. Right above the nostrils on the side, right where the nose or the cheek meets the nose, the bone right there. If you rub it in circles, it opens up your nasal path. I can feel it opening up. Giving me some relief. I want to be able to blow my nose instead of keep sniffing. Oh my God, so much better finally. Wow, I think I got it. I finally was able to blow my nose. It freaking got unstuck. Oh man. Now let's try the nasal spray. Throw my head back. I think I'm getting some relief. Though I had to get it out first. It was so much in there that it was stuck. Like trying to blow my nose, I couldn't even get no movement. But I finally just got it to move and break, and I just blew my nose and probably got about 30 pounds of mucus out of me. The right nostril's a lot clearer. I just got to get the left now. It's getting there. Maybe this is God's way of punishing me from when I used to do cocaine back in the day and get freaking stuffy noses. I don't do that no more, good Lord. Stop punishing me. Oh, yeah, it's a pressure point. You actually can start like in the crevice of your eyeball where the nose and eye socket is, and then you go right down along the side ridge of the nose, both sides, and then you stop when you feel like a little roundness in the bone, and that's when you put your hand in circles. And it literally, you just keep going from the eye socket down the side of the nose. Oh, it's opening it up. I'm finally breathing. Fuck you, nose. I didn't know about the one in the palm in your hand. Thank you, Simple Truth. All right, appreciate you for coming in. I'm gonna go live tonight when I get off. I gotta finish this last 2 hours. Thank you so much for all the information, Simple Truth. Have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you tonight, maybe.